Y es que te quiero, Scarlett.
You knew this would happen?
Everything changed.
Este es William Mann de Missouri.
¿Vas a pasarte lo que queda de instituto suspirando por esa chica?
A finales del último curso, Margot y yo apenas nos conocíamos. Hasta aquella noche.
¿Pero qué? Shh, ¿Margot?
Necesito que me prestes tu coche.
¿Qué?
No, but when I was in 6th grade, I had a next-door neighbor who was a year older than I was, who I had a huge crush on, and she was so sophisticated and so interesting, and I did draw on that a little bit when I was writing Paper Towns.
He's lucky. I had a neighbor who used to call the cops on me constantly. So
why? What were you doing wrong?
I used to. Well, I only lived there for like about a month, but it had a little like backyard, and I used to throw my football. Like we'd throw a football, and it would get caught over. So I used to climb over into his yard and grab the football, and then climb back. And he caught me 3 times and called the cops 3 times.
Esta noche tengo que hacer 9 cosas.
¿Y no se lo puedes pedir a tu novio?
Exnovio. Mi novio me ha estado engañando con otra. Mi plan de venganza comienza.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it was fun. One of the first nights of working on it, we went up to the roof and we played each other's songs on the guitar, going back and forth, and that was one of our bonding, ways of bonding was through music. I guess we'd have to call our band the Paper Towns Band.
That's so sweet that you and Cara played songs on the guitar back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
Oh. You guys are so freaking cute.
Sorry you didn't get the invite, John.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I wasn't there. It would have been weird for me to be like...
Saca la foto, ahora. Eso sí que ha molado.
¡Se me va a salir el corazón del pecho!
Así es como deberías sentirte toda tu vida.
That's a good question. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of really important work being done on YouTube. There's some really interesting short films being made. There's great educational content available. And of course, there's lots of great vlogging, this thing that didn't even exist before YouTube, really. There was no such thing as making a video blog or staring directly into the camera. It just wasn't done. And I do think that people will write about it. It remains to be seen whether it will become as important and lasting as film has.
Es precioso.
Es una ciudad de papel. Casas de papel y gente de papel. De cerca todo se ve más feo.
Tú no. ¿Crees que mañana todo será distinto?
Eso espero.
I am Ben. I am most like Ben, the really annoying, over the top, super, yeah, I'm Ben, I'm sorry. Or I was Ben. I hope now I'm not. But when I was writing the story, I was trying, yeah, I was Ben.
I think when we made the movie, we all kind of clicked into our characters, you know. I really did feel like Quinn, and Justice really did feel like Radar, and Austin really did feel like Ben. And we had the idea to call each other by our character names, which seems kind of hokey, but it actually ended up being now where I'm friends with both of them, and randomly once in a while I'll call them by their character name accidentally.
Pasó contigo su última noche. Algo tiene que significar.
Hay algo en la ventana de Margot. Ha dejado pistas como migas de pan. He encontrado algo.
Te está enviando un mensaje. Ven a buscarme.
Well, it's hard to choose between the favorite scene to watch being filmed and then the favorite scene when I was actually watching the movie. My favorite scene to watch being filmed was we stayed up all night. The minivan was on the side of the highway, and they'd closed down this big American interstate, and it was just a magical night for me to spend with all of these guys and everybody in the crew. I think my favorite scene in the movie, though, gosh, it's hard to pick. I'm going to pick a scene without Nat. No, I'm just kidding. There's only like one scene without Nat.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
Oh, Justice, yeah.
Every time that Justice, Austin, and Nat are together is my favorite scene. I just love them together.
Yeah, I have two. One of my favorite with Cara is when we're out on the street, and that was the first scene we shot together, and she says, your comfort zone is this small, and I loved that scene. I loved that, just the moment of filming that scene. And then my other favorite is when I came to prom and saw those guys, and that was at the end of filming, so it was like actually the beginning and the end, and you know, I'm sort of saying goodbye to the guys in a way, or in real life and in the movie, and that was, you know, kind of, you know, choked me up at the time.
Irás a las ciudades de papel y nunca volverás. Creo que sé dónde puede estar.
Yo voy contigo.
Si ella va, yo también voy. ¿Te has enamorado, no? Sí.
A todos nos corresponde un milagro. El mío es Margot Roth Spiegelman.